Hi everybody, this is Matt Ingram with a quick tour introduction to Python and PySAL, the Python Spatial Analysis Library, being developed by Serge Ray, Luke Anselin, and others at Arizona State University's Geoda Center. So aside from Geoda R and some other software packages that we're occasionally using, I'd like to at least get working knowledge developed in this class with Python and the Python Spatial Analysis Library. So one of the first things we need to do is to download and install Python and PySAL, just as we had to do this with Geoda and R. There are multiple ways to download Python and the Spatial Analysis Library, including mainly doing them separately as an option 1 here, or these are bundled together in Anaconda, which is the program or the bundle that I use, and I like. One of the nice benefits of Anaconda is that you also get a nice Python editor called a Spider editor. If you like RStudio and the interface of RStudio as opposed to the simpler sort of basic way in which you can access the R GUI, then you probably like the Spider editor. Again, there are multiple editors out there. You don't need an editor. You could run Python from your command prompt or the command shell, but this is a nice interface. So let's just take a quick look at these. If you click through to Python here, when you get to this screen, you could just go to downloads and pick the version that you need. I'll say a little bit more about these two versions. There's two main versions, 2.7 and 3.4. And then the Python Spatial Analysis Library is available from several places, but one familiar source, a site that we have already visited, is the Geoda Center at Arizona State University. One should pop up shortly. So here's the Geoda Center. This is their main page, right? But if we go to their software page, clicking this top button, software button along the top menu, excuse me, you'll see the familiar Geoda download and the Geoda Space download, both of which we have already used. But here's the PySAL, the spatial analysis library for Python. And if you click through either here or the online docs, you'll get to the PySAL project site, which is this one, and you can access additional code at GitHub. But if we come back through here, there are multiple ways to access this, and then the free download of PySAL is here, so you can download it separately and then integrate PySAL with Python. As you note right here, PySAL is already included in a couple of other sort of packaged or aggregated distributions. The first of which is Anaconda, which is the one that I use. So we'll go there next. This is the Anaconda server. We could have gone here from the slide as well, but I'll just stick to where we were just a second ago. Here we are in Anaconda. If you go to products and overview, you can get a sense of all of the different products that Anaconda is peddling or promoting. Many of them require payment, but the free sort of distribution is this one, and does not cost you anything, and there are several sort of versions that you can download. They might ask you for your email or something else, but this is a nice package. So back here in slides, I just have two more notes. Again, just recall that, or keep in mind that there are two separate versions. These are not necessarily sequential versions. It's not exactly the case that 3.4 builds on 2.7, although it does. But there are some discontinuities. So 2.7, some of the scripts that are developed, or some of the commands or the coding that is developed in 2.7, I've heard some reports that they don't run seamlessly on version 3.4. 3.4 is where most people should probably be migrating over time. So if you can start there and get up and working on 3.4, then you're probably better off. I'm still working in 2.7, so if you find some of these, you might find some of these examples where something that's working for me in 2.7 may not be working for you in 3.4, so just keep that in mind. Also, my last admonition here is that whatever version you choose of Python, whether you're installing Python and PySAL separately or you're installing Anaconda, just check and double check your file paths during installation. If the PySAL files are installed apart from your Python libraries, then none of these analyses that we will do will work. You'll have to go back and do some tinkering. I'm happy to help you with this if you run into this. But I'd ask that you please pay special attention to your file paths during the installation phase and make sure that everything looks like it's installing in the same place. Okay, so that's it for the tour. Thank you.